Hey Highlanders, stay tuned for this video all about our new dismissal procedures for the 2021 school year. It's going to be different than it ever has been before, and we're excited about the changes.
Okay, I wanted to just start by giving you an overview of what dismissal is going to look like. Remember, dismissal this year is at 325. So in years past, parents have been able to pick whether, for car riders, whether they wanted to pick up in the front loop or the south loop. And we are going to give way more specifics this year, starting under ORG guidelines of where we're wanting you to pick up your kids from. Just to give you an idea, students also have designated doors that they will enter and exit out of based off of their grade. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of that background knowledge just so you'll know. The green heart indicates where kindergarten will be coming out in the afternoons, where they will be exiting, and then from being out, once they're outside, then they will go to their appropriate spots with their teachers. Red indicates where our first through third graders will be exiting the building, and then the blue heart represents where our fourth and fifth graders will exit. So we cannot have any students going to wait at other, like for a sibling or a younger sibling. No one is going to be going to other classrooms to wait for siblings. Students will go out by grade levels, and then we'll talk through this presentation on some things that you can do as a parent to help those kiddos who need to meet up outside, and how we can go about that better. But all students will go out by grade level. We are going to ask that if you are picking up more than one child, if you are a multi-kid car, you will pick up in the south loop. And if you are picking up just one child, then you will swing through the front loop. So for our car riders, we are super excited. The brand new DriveLine app we are going to be using as a staff. And DriveLine is basically a process, and it is a system, an online system that helps us coordinate a rapid student release in a safe and orderly fashion as a school. So DriveLine is going to minimize student interaction with peers outside their classroom. If you think about last year and years past, dismissal is a great time for congregation, and while we love that, right now we're where we are with COVID, we are trying to minimize any kind of outside interaction with students who are not in your child's class. So DriveLine is going to help us with that. It's also going to help us on those days when we have rain during dismissal or extreme weather, and it also is going to help with traffic once we get everything up and running. Also, it eliminates families congregating outside, and DriveLine also documents when students depart. So it's really good for safety of students overall. DriveLine, if you will be on the lookout in the mail. So in the mail, you are going to be getting two bright pink, like you just saw in the picture, car tags along with this information page. It's going to give you all this information I'm going over in the video. So as you saw in the video earlier, each family is assigned on this pink tag a unique family ID, and the family number is used within DriveLine to link that parent's vehicle with the students and their family. So when we enter out in the loop your family number into our device in the teacher's classroom where your children will be, it will pop up on their screen that it is time for them to be dismissed, and it will be color-coded by which loop they need to head out to. For your student safety, students are only going to be released to the adult with the tag. So that lifeline this year for you is the car tag. Anyone who's picking up your child is going to need to have that car tag or know your family's number. If your family's part of a carpool, then you can give one of your tags to the carpool and keep one for yourself. If your family needs additional car tags, those can be picked up in the front office. And keeping your child's dismissal routine consistent this year is really going to help. Going home with a friend or something outside of their normal routine, we're asking that parents email the teacher to detail exactly what's going to be going on with the child after school. And just realize that without the tag or without someone who knows your family number, there's very little we're going to be able to do other than call your kiddo into the office and give you a call. So I know in years past, especially as we get towards the end of the year, changes in dismissal become more frequent. If you call us for a last minute change in the afternoons, we're just going to tell you that the person who's going to pick up your child is going to need that tag or need to know the number. So there's very little we're going to be able to do. So as much as you can minimize any kind of changes in the afternoon is going to be the best for overall frustrations for your kiddo, and it's going to help us keep a very smooth drive-line process working outside. Okay, no parent walk-ups during level orange. I know this is so hard for our community. So first of all, hear me say, we still want you to walk, but you cannot walk up onto our campus during level orange. And level orange is just where we are at opening within our LISD parameters due to COVID. And so it's our level of mitigation. And so since we're trying to keep people from congregating, that's why we're saying no parent walk-ups. We are blessed to be in a community where there are several other areas off of our campus that are very close that you could coordinate with your child to meet them there. But if your student is going to be picked up on our campus, they're going to need to be picked up in a car. Okay, so please don't let that detour you from walking, but maybe make a plan with your child on meeting you on one of the trails that are close, or Kids Castle parking lot. There's just all types of places that are right off campus, but still super close. Bus and daycare buses. It's our goal this year to have school bus and daycare buses loaded and ready for departure right at 3:25 when that bell rings each day. If your child is someone who walks or rides home alone or with peers, they will meet up with that group that they may walk or ride with outside once they're dismissed, and they are going to be free to go ride at 3:25 to head on home.
Parents, thank you so much for watching this video, and stick with us these first few weeks as we get Driveline up and going. The key to your whole success with Driveline this year are going to be those pink tags that you get in the mail coming soon. Thank you so much for your patience. Can't wait to see you in just a few days.